She's right on the mic, so I bet you can hear her. Oh my goodness. This is my last bookshelf tour. In this library, in this room. This will be the last one. And that makes me sad. Like, I love these shelves so much. I really love the aesthetics in this room. Like, it's just some of my favorite. But I am moving, so we are gonna start the moving content / things I just need to do and I want on record and memories of before I tear it all down. So we are saying goodbye to these bookshelves, and I am doing a bookshelf tour. You're still gonna see them for a while in a couple videos because I'm not moving for a minute. There's a lot to do. And this is just one thing I knew I wanted to do before all the chaos of moving and packing and unhauling and all of that stuff happens, because I'm gonna have to do a major unhaul on these books as well for moving, and I'm not ready for that. But I want to record what my bookshelves are now before any of that chaos takes place. We're gonna dive into the books. Little bit of stuff before we start. My shelves, these two are from Walmart, those two are from Target. Got them a long time ago. They're basically falling apart by now. I'm actually not taking any of these bookshelves with me when I move. They're just not great quality. They're not going to survive a move. They have survived and done their purpose for when I bought them in 2020, because I bought these shelves in COVID. During COVID, I bought them all online and shipped them to me, so I didn't know what I was getting, and that's why they are different heights too. I didn't realize that. But yeah, the Walmart quality ones are really, really bad. They're just like, from the moment I put them together, they were already falling apart, and that could be user error or builder error, I guess, but these are falling apart. They're not going to survive any sort of move. Even if I try to move them across the room, they wouldn't survive it. The Target ones have held up better, but you know, Target. The one bookshelf I am taking with me is my rotating bookshelf. I don't usually plug or promote or do any of that stuff during my videos because I want to be chill about it, but I do have an affiliate code for the rotating bookshelf from Fly City. I will link it down below if you're interested in one for yourself. I do get a commission from them, which commissions right now would be really helpful for moving because moving is expensive, so if you would like to support me, that'd be great. Also, just subscribing, liking, and commenting also helps. My rotating bookshelf is actually coming with me. There is one already down where I'm moving because my boyfriend actually has one of these too. He liked it so much that he bought himself one. So Gavin and I think we have the same one. If not, if they don't match, they're going in separate rooms. But I think they do match. And I'm actually planning on buying another one of these for the new place once I get down there and see what the room is like. A rotating bookshelf. It rotates. It's like you're in a bookstore, and I freaking love it. But yeah, that's the one bookshelf going down with me. Holding a little funeral. I should have worn black today because this is the end of them. That's so weird for me. I put a lot of love into these bookshelves, so I do have a quite emotional tie to them. A lot of people also ask why I have spines flipped around. It's purely aesthetics. I don't know why I like it so much, but I really love the page facing outward with some of my pretty books just on display. So that's literally why they're that way. No other reason. Just that's how I wanted it to be, and I am here for the aesthetics. All of that aside, we should start, but I need this cat to get off my lap to start. Before I get into this, I'm going to actually show you the things on the top, and then I'm going to give a little like warning. I'm so bad at pronouncing names, so if I mispronounce any of these authors' names, I'm awful. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna try my best. You'll see what I mean. On top of here, right now, I have my Anastasia music box and this pomegranate candle that is so freaking cute. My sister got me for my birthday. It feels very like antique and dainty, and I just love it. Another thing my sister got me, actually, it's a pumpkin with my initial on it because she got this for me when she asked me to be her bridesmaid. And then a mug that is not dishwasher or microwave safe, so it is designated to be a display mug. It's the Tangled Lantern. Usually I put bookmarks in it. Another display item, this is a cover binder that my sister custom ordered for me that says Reading with Chloe, which is my channel name, as well as like my Instagram name, you know, just the name I use, but she got that custom made for me, and it has magnets on the back. Pick it right there. We're actually going to start with these ones. Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. This is my annotated copy that I'm currently working on. And then the new paperbacks of the series of Stalking Jack the Ripper, Hunting Prince Dracula, Escaping from Houdini, and Will They Stay? Capturing the Devil, all by Carrie Maniscalco. I have the first of Stalking Jack the Ripper in this cover as well, but my sister is borrowing it so she can read it at the moment. And back to the front, or what I like to call the front, because that's where I put my Reading with Chloe. And you can see Stalking Jack the Ripper just displayed beautifully there, you know. Quicksilver by Callie Hart, The Wolf and the Woodsman by Ava Reed, The Ark of Immorta, I'm not going to take this all the way out, Immorta by Ava Reed, Thorn Season by Kira Azir, sent to me by Sam for my birthday. This was Arcana Academy by Elise Kova. Also sent to me by Sam was the just said here, Air, oh my god, so hard to pronounce this word, by Sarah Hashim. Wings of Starlight by Alison Saft. A Riddle of Thorns by Serena Noah and Sasha Noah. Vertigans and Bread Knives by Travis Baldry. Don't Let the Forest End by C.G. Drews. Back to the front. But I did have a couple books just stacked on here too, because this is my haul-in shelf. So I did have Mate by Allie Hazelwood and Seven Deadly Thorns by Amber Hamilton. This is the newest fairy loot I just received, and they're just up here for now because I don't have any other place to put them. Legendborn by Tracy Deanne. The Bone Witch by Ren Kupeko, yep. Boni by Mona Awad. Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo. My Allie Hazelwood's Deep End, Bride, The Love Hypothesis, Love Theoretically, and Love on the Brain. Bookshops and Bone Dust, I'm doing this out of order, and Legends and Lattes, both by Travis Baldry. Mortal Follies by Alexis Hall. Don't Want You Like a Best Friend by Emma R. Albane. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuinston. The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. The Stars Are Dying, The Night Is Defying by Chloe C. Penaranda. Cruel Is the Light by Sophie Clark. Sons of Darkness by Gaurav Mohatni, Ruthless Vows, and Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. The Glittering Edge by Alyssa Villaire. The Language of Dragons by wow, that's not an R. S.F. Williamson. The Girl with No Reflection by Casey Chow. For She Is Wrath by Emily Varga. Sanctuary of Shadows by Aurora Asher. Where Shadows Meet by Patrice Caldwell. Collector Edition Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo. Lore by Alexandria Bracken. The Ones We Burn by Rebecca Mix. Babel by R.F. Kwong. Never Ever After by Sue Lin Tan. A Fragile Enchantment by Alison Saft. The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by XEO. The Temptation of Magic by Megan Scott. Castle of the Curse by Romina Garber. Mina, probably, now I think about it. Cruel Illusions by Margie Houston. A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. A Tempest of Tea by Hafasa Fazil. Seven Faceless Saints by M.K. Lobb. These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. Red Rising Special Edition by Victoria Aveyard. The Scarlet Alchemist by Kylie Lee Baker. Some continuations of Carrie Maniscalco books that do not fit on my Carrie Maniscalco shelf. These are all Throne of Secrets. They're just different editions of Throne of Secrets, because like how was I not, you know? The last shelf on this spinning bookshelf is impossible to film because it's literally on the ground. So I'm just gonna hold them up. Sorry, you gotta look at me. Air of Storms by Lynn Hamilton Marie. What the Woods Took by Courtney Gold. One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. A word that's in a lot of titles and I always have a hard time saying, air. Air by Saba Tahir. Fairy Loot Edition. I love how this book looks. Evocation by S.T. Gibson. Lady Macbeth, Ava Reed. This is the Fairy Loot, and it is just stunning. Nightblood Prince by Molly X. Chang. Mortal Consequences by Ivy Marie. If I Have to Be Haunted by Miranda Sun. The last four on this rotating bookshelf. The Forest Grimm by Catherine Purdy. The Crimson Moth by Kristen Ciccarelli? Ooh, sorry, girly. Only a Monster by Vanessa Lynn. Sing Me to Sleep by Gabby Burton. A tripod is not tall enough to hit the top of these bookshelves. So I'm just gonna have to hold you and I'm not gonna pull out the books because I can't even reach it. So let's go all the way to the tippy top to what I have displayed. I have a lot of candles, a lot of knickknacks, a lot of like stuff like that on display. These are acrylic stands from the Infernal Devices. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be so wobbly. I'm so sorry. These are my special edition A Court of Thorns and Roses with a crown on top. And then I believe these are the Infernal Devices special Fairy Loot editions as well as The Last Hours. I have those green bound books, which are just decor. I don't even remember. And then these, ooh, what are these? I can't remember what those are. This at the bottom of the stack. I wonder if I can take a glimpse. Oh, Gilded Wolves. These Gilded Wolves series. That's what those are. Yeah. Some candles. My birthday candle. Thomas Cresswell candles. Audrey Rose candle up there. Those are just some boxes I use to help keep the gap from the gap so that things don't fall below the Hatbox Ghost. I have some Disney Princess Rapunzel and Anna up there displayed. A bunch of the like fun, you know, leather bound edition stuff are up there. My Funko Pop of Toothless, the big one. Don't really like Funko Pops, but it was Toothless. I had to. I have my Widowmaker from Overwatch. She's my main. As well as my Jim Shore Rapunzel figurine. Some more just pretty books. I have a whole Haunted Mansion thing going on up here with my Haunted Mansion Funko Pops and then my two Constant Hatchway brides. Oh my goodness, I can't even hold you tall enough. So I'm just gonna hold it again for this first shelf. Blade of Secrets and Mastery of Iron by Trisha Levenseller. Of Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. So here is like the first edition. I believe they called this like the holiday edition. And then I have Iron Flame, finally Onyx Storm, you know, the Fourth Wing series, you know it. Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom, Lee Bardugo. These are the first ones I actually got of this series, my original copies. The rest of these are also Lee Bardugo. There's editions of Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, The Familiar, Ninth House and Hellbent, Lee Bardugo, King of Scars and Rule of Wolves, Lee Bardugo. And I want to move over there, but if you can't notice, if you can't help but notice, my spinning bookshelf is in the way of basically this whole shelf. So this is gonna be fun. Last, Violent Call. This is a duology, like a two little short story thing from Chloe Gong from her These Violent Delights series. These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. This is the Fairy Loot, this is the regular. Our Violet Ends, Chloe Gong. Foul Lady Fortune, Foul Heart Huntsman, Immortal Longings, all by Chloe Gong. Daughter of the Pirate King and Daughter of the Siren Queen, both by Trisha Levenseller. These editions are some of my these are like some of the favorite books I own on my shelf. Like they're really pretty. Some more Chloe Gong, Immortal Longings and Vilest Things. I didn't realize I had these. Oops. Gilded by Marissa Meyer. And Defy the Night by Bridget Kremer. Fairy Loot edition of Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. Bonesmith by Nikki Palparetto. Advanced Reader's copy of Lady Macbeth. I didn't remember where this went, and I'm currently reading it, and I've been looking for it. Oh, yeah, and this is the arc that I took to Yolwist to get it signed. I want to put this somewhere else, but for now, I guess it's just going in the corner over there. I believe these are all my Percy Jacksons. Yes. So Percy Jackson and the Olympians 1 through 5, all by, of course, Rick Riordan. I have The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, Circe by Madeline Miller, and a very smutty Greek one, Neon Gods by Kay Robert. I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of my Rick Riordans. Not because I don't like Rick Riordan, but because my boyfriend also loves Rick Riordan, so I know we're going to have duplicates. But I have The Trials of Apollo 1, 2, and 3 by Rick Riordan. I'm contemplating whether I want to pull all 5 of these out. Or just tell you, I have the 5 Heroes of Olympus next, all by Rick Riordan, all in the hardback, like this edition. I'm not pulling them all out for this one, I'm sorry. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Chalice of the Gods, The Red Pyramid, and The Throne of Fire, Rick Riordan. I don't actually know if I own the 3rd one, but I love this series. It was actually the series I read first by Rick Riordan. Of Magnus Chase, The Gods of Asgard, Rick Riordan as well. And the final book on the shelf, a Viking mythology book, I think, Sky in the Deep by Adrian Young. It's just up there. There was space, and it's mythology, Vikings. It counts, you know? Final shelf over here, which you also can't see because my tripod isn't tall enough. But first things first, I got my Labubu up there. This is the first Labubu. This is Luck, or Go-Go Juice, because I got her the day the Sabrina Carpenter album came out. I believe these are my Hunger Games. Yep. I have The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay, all by Susan Collins. Ruby Red, Sapphire Blue, and Emerald Green by Kirsten Gear. The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Audier. I don't actually own the first one because I've been trying to find it in hardback, and I went to Y'all West and they had a hardback of this one there, so I got it signed while I was there too. The Righteous and the Beautiful. I'm missing The Damned. I'm missing a lot of Renee Audier books. I need to get them because I really love her. Like, she's an awesome, awesome person. She was super sweet to meet and just the best. And I loved The Rose and the Dagger. Horrid by Katrina Leno. Lake's Edge by Lyndall Clipstone. Okay, I have a bunch of Avatar stuff coming up. These are basically the Kyoshi series, The Rise of Kyoshi, and the Shadow of Kyoshi. Then I have the Dawn of Yangchen, and then the Reckoning of Roku. Oh, this one's by Randy Rebay. I thought they were all by the same person for some reason. These are all by FCD, but I don't know why I thought all of these were the same person, but they're all Avatar novels. I've read the Kyoshi ones, have not read the other ones yet. I love Avatar. Can you tell? 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 I love Avatar. Set Fire to the Gods by Sarah Resch and Kristen Simmons. My Lady Jane, My Contrary Mary, and My Plain Jane, all by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. These Hollow Vows and These Twisted Bonds, Lexi Ryan. And then I have this Legacy Avatar The Last Airbender book that has like just a bunch of Avatar stuff. Like there's a water scroll. There's, you know, it's just an Avatar book. Now we get to my first Carrie Maniscalco shelf because she's my favorite author. I have 3 shelves dedicated to her, plus some on the rotating bookshelf that you saw. And we don't shame here, right? We don't shame. We don't shame for multiple copies of the same book here, because you're about to see how obsessed I am, okay? Starting with the Italian edition of Stalking Jack the Ripper, the Hunting Prince Dracula Italian edition, and the Escaping from Houdini Italian edition. I'm just missing the 4th one, and I will get it someday, because your girl's obsessed. Anyways, and then I have Kingdom of the Feared and Kingdom of the Feared by Carrie Maniscalco. All these shelves are a little bit out of order just because of how they're displayed. They all just basically have Carrie Maniscalco on them. But yeah, I needed 2 tall books to fill this area, and yeah, what's the difference in these? That's a Walmart. What are you? How are you special? Oh, this one was sent to me. That's right. Little Brown Company sent this one to me. These are my original copies of the original books plus the alternate dust jacket. I believe these. Oh no, this was the box set I bought signed because they're all signed by Carrie Maniscalco. Yep. And the alternate. That's right. Okay. I have the Kingdom of the Wicked Fairy Loot exclusive chapter. The Barnes & Noble editions of Kingdom of the Wicked, Kingdom of the Cursed, Kingdom of the Feared. Some of my favorite things on my shelf. These are the Fake Crate exclusive covers for the series that I have over my original copies of all the books. So Capturing the Devil, Escaping from Houdini is just so stunning. Hunting Prince Dracula, and this one is the Stalking Jack the Ripper. Oh, man. And then if we move this way, it's currently being blocked by my Fly City shelf. So I'm sure you can guess what all of these are, because it is my second Carrie Maniscalco shelf. Starting with over there, are these Fairy Loot? They are Fairy Loot. My Fairy Loot editions of Kingdom of the Wicked, Kingdom of the Cursed, Kingdom of the Feared. These were actually a gift to me by a friend who bought them and then decided they didn't want them anymore, and I was forever thankful. I posted on my story that I was sad that I missed them because I was working when it came out, because I was gonna buy them. And then she messaged me and went, "I got them, I'll just give them to you." And I was like, thanks! So these are the Stalking Jack the Ripper bookish box, which I'm not very impressed with bookish box, but I mean, they're Stalking Jack the Ripper, so of course I had to have them, you know? I feel ashamed because I can't remember what all these special editions are, but they are special editions. So here's another Kingdom of the Wicked, but I can't remember where you're from. But yeah, Kingdom of the Wicked, Kingdom of the Cursed, Kingdom of the Feared. Special editions. Don't know where from, but I think these ones also have, they also have art sleeves in them too. So like, I could do a whole video just on my Carrie Maniscalco shelves, man. They have like all these, let's not show you that one. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Pulls up the sexiest photo. They have like the inlays as well. Another special edition, Kingdom of the Wicked. I only own the first one in this cover for some reason, and I don't know what happened to the rest. Kingdom of the Wicked UK paperback. Okay, this is like, don't shame me, okay? Actually, you can shame me a little bit. This is bad. And then I have Kingdom of the Cursed, Kingdom of the Feared, and the standard paperbacks. Oh my god, this is bad, guys. This is bad. This is just bad, okay? And then I have my paperback editions that I'm gonna slowly annotate. These are what I'm currently working on with this book right here. This is an arc of Hunting Prince Dracula that was found for me. I'm still looking for the arcs of all of Stalking Jack the Ripper books, especially Houdini. I really want the Houdini arc. So if you know someone or you have it or whatever and you want to send it my way, I will give you my soul. This was a sampler for Capturing the Devil before Capturing the Devil came out that someone sent me. I was very vocal on Bookstagram when Stalking Jack the Ripper came out. So a lot of people would send me Stalking Jack the Ripper things, and that's how I got a lot of this stuff. This is a Capturing the Devil bonus chapter. Pride and glory of this ever. When Jimmy Patterson reached out to me and asked if they could send me an arc of Kingdom of the Wicked, I literally cried when I got this copy. It is like, if my shelf was burning, it would be one of the ones that I would grab. Which I should really put it in an easier place to grab. Glass Sword and King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard. Beyond the Flame by Hafasa Fazil. Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. And The Seventh Son by Lanny Forbes. I then have my Stephanie Garber, so Carval, Legendary Finale. Then Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This Vicious Grace by Emily Fed. Why is this in the middle of all of them? I then have Once Upon a Broken Heart, A Curse for True Love, and The Ballad of Ever After, A Curse So Dark and Lonely, and A Vow So Bold and Deadly by Bridget Kemmer. Defy the Night, or the sequel to Defy the Night, Defend the Dawn. Violet Made of Thorns by Gina Chen. This is some arcs that I've got recently. This is The Book of Blood and Roses by Annie Summerlee. This comes out in January. I'm hoping to read it soon. It's queer sapphic vampires. And then some other ones that Del Rey sent me, The Crimson Crown by Heather Walter and Lucy Undying by Kirsten White. These are both already out. I just have the arcs for them. Oh, Wilder Girls by Roy Power. V.E. Schwab, A Darker Shade of Magic. This, I want them all in hardback, but it's signed to me, so it's not gonna happen. More V.E. Schwab, The Savage Song, and Our Dark Duet, hardback editions of A Darker Shade of Magic and A Conjuring of Light. I haven't actually read these yet. I really want to. Cinderella's Dead by Caitlin Barron. A Multitude of Dreams by Mara Rutherford. The Library of Shadows by Rachel Moore. A Study in Drowning and a Theory of Dreaming by Ava Reed. Love these books. Year of the Reaper by Mika Lucer. Anatomy and Immortality by Dana Schwartz. Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Olivia Blake, One for My Enemy. Namesake. Oh, that is, why? Why? Okay, Namesake, Fable, and Saint. Fable's the first one. Adrian Young. Kill a Kingdom by... Why doesn't it have the name on the cover? Alexandria Christo. And then my extra copy of Daughter of the Silent Queen by Trisha Levenseller. The Maiden Ship by Michelle Rickman and Susan Cockle by Mermaid's Moon. Have, well, some letters from Del Rey, but we don't need to look at those. The Avatar Official Cookbook. I have on this shelf a little decor crown. I think I got this from Beacon Book Box when I was working for them. And then these are all my Marissa Meyers. So Cinder, Stars Above. These are gonna be out of order. Love that. Wire is a Nerve. These are really out of order. Fairest, Scarlet, Cress, Winter. Why are those so out of order? Oh my goodness. I then have Renegades, Arch Enemies, and Supernova. These are the special Fairy Loot editions of the Lunar Chronicles. They are stunning. They all have very pretty art on the inside. So there is Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, and Winter. And then over here, I have one of my favorite Marissa Meyer books, Heartless. Okay, this is my final Carrie Maniscalco shelf. Kingdom of the Wicked Beacon Book Box edition. I actually don't know what these editions are, but Kingdom of the Feared, Kingdom of the Cursed, they have special sprayed edges. They might be the Waterstones editions. Hey, the other editions of Kingdom of the Feared and Kingdom of the Cursed from that one I liked. That's where these ones went. I then have, oh, I just broke it. It's fine. A jewel just fell off of it. This black crown I bought for doing a Kingdom of the Cursed book look. Oh, there's more Marissa Meyer over here. I have a Cinder paperback and the Cinder new edition paperbacks. This one's signed by Marissa Meyer. I forgot I had these and that they were hiding over here on my Carrie Maniscalco shelf. But these are all the new editions of the Lunar Chronicles. Oh, I moved these when I got the Fairy Loot editions of Lunar Chronicles. That's why. Throne of the Fallen, Carrie Maniscalco. This is the Fairy Loot edition. I think it's because it has a sprayed, and I think it has a bonus scene, but Fallen. Throne of the Fallen. Yep, because this is my regular one. Throne of the Fallen. Regular. I could probably get on haul one of these. I don't need to, but I could. Maybe. We'll see. As we're doing the book tour, I'm like thinking of books I could unhaul, which I think is kind of sad, but Barnes & Noble, Throne of the Fallen. You might be able to. Let's just do this. So all of these, oh, there's still Spiderweb on this shelf from Halloween. Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess, the paperback editions by Cassandra Clare. I then have all the paperbacks of the Mortal Instruments, Chain of Iron, Chain of Gold, and Chain of Thorns. The paperbacks of Lady Midnight, Lord of Shadows, and Queen of Air and Darkness. And then Twilight and Eclipse, because they didn't fit anywhere else. This little Shadowhunter's guide from the movie, when the movie came out. Yeah, they're hard to get out, so that's why it's like I'm struggling over here. Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows and the exclusive anniversary covers, and then because I pulled these, I guess I can pull these now too. These are the really fun. I think they're fake, right? This is my annotated copy, huh? Yeah. They're just so pretty. Clockwork Angel Special Collector's Edition. Chain of Thorns, Waterstones Exclusive Edition. Ooh, City of Bones Collector's Edition. I actually want to get the rest of the series in this as well. Only so much money. Chain of Gold. Chain of Iron. Chain of Thorns. What? Who did this? It was Owl Crate or Fairy Loot? The Collector's Edition of Chain of Gold, the exclusive. Chain of Thorns. I don't think I have the other ones in this edition, just this one. And then these are the exclusive slipcase Chain of Iron and a Chain of Thorns. Then also have Thomas's Journal up here. I got this from the Cassandra Clare Kickstarter. And we are now over halfway. Woo! Okay, another candle. The Ember in the Ashes series by Sabaa Tahir. The Throne of Glass UK editions that are actually out of order. Because of course they are. But there is just some of them. Queen of Shadows. Empire of Storms. Kingdom of Ash. I think I got these two when I was actually in London. My hardback editions of ACOTAR. My original covered ones are actually at the top in the dust jackets. I also have a Court of Silver Flames here as well. And then the original cover of A Court of Wings and Ruin. I don't know I had an extra of this specific one, but these are now in hot commodity, I guess. So it's I'll probably let it go soon. These are the collector editions of ACOTAR and Throne of Glass, Crescent City, House of Sky and Breath, House of Flame and Shadow. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab is headed down here too, I guess. I also have the paperback edition of The Priory of the Orange Cheese. The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I've been so scared to read this book. So, The Assassin's Blade. These are my Fake Crate exclusive covers. Are all over my original Throne of Glass covers. Throne of Glass. Crown of Midnight. Heir of Fire. Queen of Shadows. Empire of Storms. Tower of Dawn. Kingdom of Ash. This is I believe my final Cassandra Clare shelf. This shot is going to be wild. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to pull those out. I can barely even reach them, as you might be able to tell, but I have these two are Swordcatcher and Ragpicker King, City of Bones, special 10th anniversary. There is Spiderweb. Just be grabbing, manhandling an actual spiderweb like that. And then I have my original copies of The Mortal Instruments, out of order, of course, and the Tales of the Shadow Academy. These are, I think, the Bane Chronicles. And I got this in the UK, actually. It goes to the Shadow Market. While I was there, it came out. And then the hardbacks of Lady Midnight. And then I have my, it's hard to tell what it's on, but you can't really tell. It's the Clockwork Angel light source up here. You can see it better now. There. Yep, Better in Black, notable Shadow Hunters, and Denizens of the Downworld. I'm going to try to ignore that spiderweb that just came off of there. These are all the Kickstarter books. Careful of Books. And Secrets of Blackthorn Hall. Red Scrolls of Magic and Lost Book of the White series down here by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. The Shadow Hunter Codex. The original copy of the Lost Book of the White. And Lost Book of the White Waterstones edition, and the Queen of Air. Oh my goodness, there's so much spiderweb coming off of this stack. The Waterstones edition of Queen of Air and Darkness. On this shelf, I have this little lantern that my sister got me, part of my bridesmaid pack as well. I then have all or most of my Tahara Mafi books in this stack right here. So this Woven Kingdom, the sequel, these Infinite Threads. I actually put a hold on buying these for a while until all of them are out. And then Watch Me, the new Tahara Mafi series. And then, goodness, this is gonna be so much pink. Okay, Defy. These are all gonna be out of order, huh? Defy, Ignite, Imagine, Restore, Shatter Me, and oh my goodness, these are so hard to show. The Most Admirable and Unravel Me. Belladonna by Adeline Grace. The Darkness Within Us by Trisha Levenseller. The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Adbadula. Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lynn. Sleep Like Death by Caitlin Barron. The Rose Bargain by Sasha Payton Smith. This is one of my favorite books on my shelf. I think just aesthetically wise, it was a 4-star book, like story wise, but like aesthetic, it is such a beautiful book. What the River Knows, Where the Library Hides, and What the River Knows, all by Isabella Bonas, one of my favorite books. This is the collector, I think 10th anniversary, the collector's edition of Cinder. So this is Ever After by F.T. Lukens. Together We Burn, Isabella Bonas. Bloodlines by Mariah Hayes. Yumi and the Nightmare Painter by Brendan Sanderson. The Ride of a Lifetime by Robert Iger. This is going to be an interesting way to show you guys, but it's fine. I have a lot of the Bridgerton books down here. So all these Julia Quinn, that's Burn for Me by Ilana Andrews. These are all the different Bridgertons. Yep. A bunch of Bridgerton books. The Bone Spindle by Leslie Vedder. An Emotion of Great Delight, Tahara Mafi. Oh, The Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. These are a lot of like YA rom-coms, I believe. So You Reach Sam, Girl Against the Universe by Paula Stokes, The Only Pirate at the Party by Lindsay Sterling, Christine Riccio, Better Together and Again But Better, Instant Karma by Marissa Meyer. Oh, Heartstopper 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then my special edition of Red, White, and Royal Blue is down there as well. The Disney Villains Mother Gothel, Mother Knows Best book. And then I have Spy Family and Let's Play. I'm so sorry, I'm not grabbing those. This is the problem I said I would have to deal with, is showing you this shelf. It's gonna be fine. Okay, 2 Bridgertons were over there. I'm just gonna stick those back on the first shelf. Okay, Not in Love, Allie Hazelwood. This is an Allie Hazelwood that just didn't fit on my other Allie Hazelwood shelf, so it got stuck there. These are a lot of romances, I believe. Rom-coms, romances, stuff like that. So Better Than Fiction by Alexis Martin. Call Me By Your Name by Andrea Akiben. Sinking by Sarah Armstrong Garner. There's a lot of indie books on the shelf too, I believe. Princess of Death by Courtney Pearson. Jacobite by William Ritter. Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Tell Me Three Things by Julie Boxbaum. Love Rosie by Cecilia Ahern. The Beast We Bury by D.L. Taylor. Harper L. Wood's The Coven and the Curse. Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. And a random copy of Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. Once Upon a K-Prom by Kat Cho. I think this is actually signed. It is, yes. I love that book. It was a good book. Gabriella and His Grace by Lana Della Rosa. First Shift by A.J. Skelly. This was a book that was sent to me. Soul Gazer. This was also recently sent to me by Maggie Rapier. With Love from Cold War. The Love and Time of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson. There's so many books on just this one shelf. And there's a reason why, because you can't see this shelf. It's hidden. Can't Spell Treason Without Tea by Rebecca Thorne. White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout. These are like my childhood books, so I don't really count them on my physical TBR or like my TBR or anything, because these are just the books from my childhood and I'm gonna own them, obviously. I don't know if I'm ever gonna reread them, but they're like, I grew up reading these. Ramona and Beezus, like I have all of the different ones by Beverly Cleary, Ramona the Brave, Ramona's World, Ramona Forever, Beezus and Ramona, Henry and Beezus, Mouse and the Motorcycle. This is just like a collection of Beverly Cleary books that my mom got me for Christmas a couple years ago, because I read all of those like growing up. God, I have so many random books just thrown places. Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reads. My Red Queen copy by Victoria Aveyard. Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. I'm getting hungry. I might have to take a snack break. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I think one of the only Colleen Hoover books I own. Haven't read them yet. Adam Silvera's They Both Die at the End. Crossed, Twisted, Wretched, and Scarred. I'm grabbing it. Scarred, all by Emily McIntyre. Oh my goodness. There were so many books just on that one shelf. Again, another shelf that's going to be hard to film, but we're going to try our best. Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. This was recently in an unhaul, and then I decided not to unhaul it. The Infernal Devices manga and... Wait, the Infernal Devices and some Mortal Instruments manga. Hold on, are they all under here just in different orders? I believe they are. They're, yes, more the Mortal Instruments manga. Devery Walls Fentner's series. Olivia Blake, The Atlas Six. Of Jade and Dragons by Amber Chen. Master of One by Jada Jones and Danny Bennett. Blood Beneath the Snow by Alexandria Kennington. The High Mountain Court by A.K. Milford. Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. And Deeper Waters by F.T. Lukens. Spice Road by Myra Ibrahim. My copy of Twilight. There it is. And New Moon. These are the Bride of the Shadow King trilogy by Sylvia Mercedes. These were just sent to me. Twin Crowns by Catherine Doyle and Catherine Weber. Witches Steeped in Gold by CNN Smart. CNN. Another copy of Defy the Night. I have a lot of those for a book I haven't even read yet. The Last Memories of Callum Brecker by Marilyn Bordelin. One of my Bookstagram besties. My Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo copies. Mortal Instruments manga. Aliens, a graphic novel. More Mortal Instruments. I'm not going to pull out every single one, but I'm pulling out the top one. This is my Fruit Baskets manga. I have all of them right here, and I don't feel like finding it right now. And I also have Heavenly Bodies down here by Imani Iru. A hot mess. All the bottom shelves are, I think I pulled these out and then never put them in, but this is a box set of a bunch of different Haunted Mansion stories. This is a puzzle I just got received for my birthday from my bestie. I have the Avatar graphic novels down here. That's all the lights and technical stuff to my shelves. I have this, which I believe is my diamond painting book down here for some reason. Okay, let's go through. Tiny Threads by Lillian Rivera. Milk and Honey by Rupi Kapoor. Called on the Hawk, Maggie Stiefvater, like a little sampler. Three Dark Crowns by Kendra Blake. The Air and the Crown by Kira Cass. Lady Macbeth, Ava Reed. The Selection. These are the Beacon exclusives, I believe. The One and the Elite, all by Kira Cass. Oh, I was looking for this because I just read it last... oh my goodness. Where's my Serpent and Dove books? Oh, I think they're right there. Never mind. Shelby Mahurin. I just read this last month, so I was looking for it to read the physical edition and could never find it. The Kingdom, Jess Rothenberg, Maggie Stiefvater, The Raven Boys, and Blue, Lily Blue. Bring Me Your Midnight by Rachel Griffin. Light Lark by Alex Astor. By Any Other Name by Aaron Coder. The Sunbearer Trials by Aidan Thomas. Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas. Curses by Lish McBride. These are my special editions of A Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. A Fate of Magic and The Night of the Witch by Sarah Rush and Beth Revis. My childhood picture book, you can tell by how wrecked it is. The Do Princesses Wear High Boots? Have a magazine down here. My sister was actually published in this magazine, so she's in here. I'll see if I can find her. Hold on. There's my sister. I then have the Tangled Art of Tangled and the Art of the Hidden World, How to Train a Dragon. And then this is also where I store this giant-ass Blood on the Clock Tower, which is a very, very fun game. Oh, we are done. I forget how draining this is. It is literally dark outside now. I'm hungry and I want to play Story of Seasons. So your girl is done. That's her bookshelf. How many books do I have in total? Oh shit. Yeah, I usually count that too. One more thing to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 245 so far. 245. 899. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 576. 576. 576. That's how many books. That's how many books are on these shelves. 576. It's always around 600 usually. Even with all the books I get, I'm constantly unhauling. So they usually stays around 600 because that's about how much these bookshelves can support. We'll see in my new place though how many bookshelves I get. Oh my goodness. I'm exhausted. But I needed to do this. I needed to do it one time before I start unhauling stuff and getting rid of stuff and, you know, saying bye. This is me saying bye. Goodbye, my 2025 bookshelves. I loved you. You were great. You're a little bit of a mess sometimes and a bit disorganized, but that's basically me. And, you know, that's on me too, so. But I loved these bookshelves and this is my last time showing them or doing a bookshelf tour. This is the last bookshelf tour for them. If you're still here, thanks so much for watching. If you know around how many books you have, I would love to know how big your book collection is. Not that we're like shaming or anything. It's not a competition. If you have 60 books or 5 books or like 1,000 books, I want to know because I don't actually have a library yet. Like you need 1,000 books to be considered a library. I would love to get there someday. I would love to actually have like a library. And I will see you next time. Why is this kind of sad for me? It's emotional. It's fine though. Like I'm going on to a great new chapter in my life. I just gotta say bye to this chapter now. So thanks for joining me and I will see you next time. Bye. I'm starving. Cinder, are you hungry too? Are you ready for food? I bet your sister is.